Hey everybody, welcome back to the lifting showcase. So today was another one of those I didn't feel too great, but then the weights felt great days. This is week 16. So it's been 16 weeks since I've done this, and I honestly think it's been more than that because I feel like I was doing this before I started the 16 weeks, and then I took some time off and then I started it again. Either way, this is going to be for a little bit the last week I do this program. So by this program, I mean doing both Olympic lifts in the same day. I may take off maybe a week, maybe a month or so, but we'll see. And I'll explain what I'm going to add in. So it's 3 sets of 3 today on the snatch. Again, I went through, honestly, I woke up this morning, I was like, I may not even do 135, but I did my 115, my 135, and I was like, well, that felt good. Let me go to 155, which is 70 kilos, 1 pound over 70 kilos. So I was like, well, that felt good. Which then turned into me actually going for and doing, so this is the heaviest 3x3 Monday I've done this over the course of this 16 weeks. So I went to 165, and the first set felt great. What more can you ask for? So the jumping felt good. So at that point I was like, well, all I have to do is set my back and everything else will turn out okay. And that carried me through the rest of the sets. What I added today, and what I will continue to go through is, I'm sure everyone on YouTube has heard of the Kneesovertoesguy. I've done his program. I did it a little bit before the baby was born. I did it earlier this year as well. I did it Knee Ability 0. So, and that's my last set here. So my warm-up, I just did, it's called reverse down knee pain. So if you have a sled, you just walk backwards with a weight. I don't. So all I did was barefoot walk backwards in our front yard here at 6 a.m. before the neighbors saw me. But what that does is it strengthens your feet and it strengthens your lower leg's ability to handle your knee being over your toes, which is vitally important for Olympic lifting. And then I added some things at the end. So that was 3x3 snatch on to clean and jerk. I think I saw the baby rustling. So, and what I want to keep in is I went right into 155. So that felt good. I repeated what I did last Friday. And by the way, I did not lift Saturday. I said Saturday was going to be my heavy day. I had to work early Saturday morning, so I just didn't worry about it. You know how it is. You work, and then that bled over until the baby waking up, and there was no way I was going to be lifting at lunch when the baby was taking a nap. I was just too tired for that. Anyway, so I went 155, 185. Those felt great. And I was like, let's go for it. So I went 195. So this ended up being, for both lifts, the heaviest Monday I've done, which is, I am super excited, but what I will not do is keep pushing it into another week. At the very least, I'm either going to switch up my frequency on the Olympic lifts for, do the 2 days for one, 2 days for the other, or I may just take a week off the Olympic lifts, do other barbell moves, just something simple like, I was thinking if you ever looked at Dan Sean's stuff, it's like a deadlift, overhead press, some sort of pull, which could be a pull-up, maybe kettlebell swings is the explosive movement. Maybe just do that for a week. It depends on how I feel. Here's another set, 195. Again, these were feeling really good. I mean, honestly, today, if I wanted to push it, I can be in the, I would say 200, 205 range. I felt good enough to do that. Of course, I would not have done that, or I will not do that. Will not. I did not do that. And I was just like, well, the rest of the week will be heavier than today, so I'll let that be. The garage is open here because there was another frog in the garage. So I shooed him out, did my last set, and that was the end of it. So after this, you will see the other knee ability stuff. So like I said, earlier this year, I was doing the Kneesovertoesguy, man, that's weird to say, program. Thumbs up, I feel good. I was doing knee ability 0, so that's without weights, which if you ask my opinion, as if your main thing is some other lifting modality for a while, this is good enough. So before the workout, I did the reverse walking. And I will say, when I tried knee ability 0 before, it worked out well. I was able to get my split squat. I do have a problem though. My right ankle is much tighter than my left. And so I did tib raises, no weight here. And normally you can do this against the wall with your butt up against the wall, but I just did this completely on air. That was my last 5. So my right ankle is tighter because I always split jerk with my left foot, and so my left ankle and leg are much stronger. So what I'm doing here is a seated calf raise, which again is easier than doing calf raises standing up against the wall, even though your knees could be bent. This doesn't look too fancy, but I don't have much range of motion here. Like, I'm trying to make sure I'm not letting my ankle, cheat by rolling in, which it does, to get the rest of the range of motion. I think I did 3 sets of 10 on both of these exercises. I think this is my last 10. But my right ankle will collapse because there's not much range of motion there. This ankle here, this is my left, the heel can actually hit the ground. So if you want to make this harder, you want to scoot your heel back. At least from what I've learned, you want to scoot your heel back to where it's just either not hitting the ground yet or just kissing the floor. But at this same distance with my right foot, it doesn't get close. You just saw my right heel was not touching the ground. So that's definitely a problem there. So normally on this program, you do your tib and calf work, and then you move on to the Patrick step up. But for me, my Patrick step up was just my left leg was great. My right ankle was just collapsing way too much. So I decided to take a step back, Patrick step back. That's a pun there. And just work on the pure ankle range stuff until it starts to feel better. So I don't know if this will be a 3-day-a-week type thing or every day I lift type thing for me personally. We'll see how it goes. And so this is the last week of easy strength and the first week of adding in Kneesovertoesguy stuff. So thanks for watching. I'll try to explain more later on, and I'll see you in the next episode.